Hello, and welcome back to Dice and Anarchy. And we have another deck tech for you. Now it's on the recently built Azlask, the Swelling Scourge. First, the mana base, which is 32 lands, 6 basic lands, one being a snow waste. Then we have all 10 pain lands in here. So we can tap for a colorless or tap for one of two colors and take a life. There's also a single temple, a Temple of Silence. There's also an unclaimed territory, a Tendo Ice Bridge, an Opal Palace, an Exotic Orchard, a Corrupted Crossroads, a Path of Ancestry, a Secluded Courtyard, and a Command Tower. Last for lands are Ruins of Oran Reef, Bonder's Enclave, Shrine of the Forsaken Gods, Tomb of the Spirit Dragon, Reliquary Tower, ELDRAZI Temple, and of course, a spawning bed. After lands, there is one Planeswalker, that is Ugin, the Ineffable, to help all your colorless stuff cost cheaper. There are 8 artifacts. They are Soul Ring, Arcane Signet, Cloak of the Bat, Herald's Horn, Mystic Forge, ELDRAZI Monument, a Gilded Lotus, and a Forsaken Monument. There are 11 instants in here, which are Null Elemental Blast, a Dark Ritual for the mana, a Warping Wail, an Obstruse Interference for the counter spell and for the Scion, a Grave Birthing for Graveyard Exile, drawing a card, and for a Scion, ELDRAZI Confluence, Deadly Rollick, because if you control Azlask, it's free, Second Harvest to double tokens, Adverse Conditions, Unfathomable Truths, and then Scour from Existence to exile a permanent. There are 7 enchantments in this deck, like Awakening Zone to create a spawn during your upkeep, a Molten Nursery to deal some damage, a Mystic Redaction to get the Scry, a Myth Unbound for Commander coupon, Kozilek's Unsealing, Path of Annihilation, and From Beyond. There are 4 sorceries in here. Flaying Tendrils to give -2/-2 until end of turn, impossible kill spell. Call of the Scions, Witness the End, and a board wipe in All Is Dust. And now the meat and potatoes of this deck, with 36 creatures, starting from the least expensive to the most. We have a Blister Pod, a Basking Brood-Scale, Stalking Drone, Culling Drone, Nest Invader, who does not have Devoid. He actually has a color. Scion Summoner, Vile Aggregate, who is a star 5, because his power is the number of colorless creatures you control, so he can get big. Vile Redeemer, Kozilek's Shrieker, Snapping Voidcraw, Void Attendant, Cultivator Drone, Essence Depleter, another creature that doesn't have Devoid with Guardian Augmenteer to give Azlask Hexproof, and then ELDRAZI Repurposer. More ELDRAZI with the ELDRAZI Sky Spawner, Benthic Infiltrator, ELDRAZI Displacer, Chittering Dispatcher, who has Myriad, an Incubator Drone, Warden of Geometries, Thought Harvester, Silent Skimmer, a legendary creature who is 2 colors, Adrix Nev, Twin Casters, another way to get double tokens, Eyeless Watcher, Writhing Chrysalis, Titan's Vanguard, another non-devoid ELDRAZI with Emrakul's Hatcher, a Petrifying Meddler, and a Blight Herder. And then the last of the deck, the last of the creatures, are Ulamog's Despoiler, Drowner of Hope, a Brood Monitor, an Oblivion Sower, an Angelic Aberration, so that way you can sacrifice all your 0/1s and your 1/1s, and they become 4/4s with Flying and Vigilance, and you combo that with the ELDRAZI Displacer, you can keep making 4/4s. And last is the Birthing Hulk. This has been the deck tech for Azlask, the Swelling Scourge. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And thank you for watching.